Why are lasting powers of attorney so important? Take Mr. Williams. A few weeks ago, he had a stroke, which has since affected his mental capacity. His wife has a lot to deal with. Aside from supporting her husband emotionally, there are practical matters to consider. Mrs. Williams makes a list. First, she has to move money from their savings account into their current account to pay the bills. Next, she needs to visit the council offices to find out if they are entitled to any benefits or support. She also needs to make decisions about her husband's care, which means speaking to social services. But when Mrs. Williams gets to the bank manager explains that, because of her husband's incapacity, his accounts, including any joint accounts, must be frozen until Mrs. Williams gets a deputyship order from the court. The money can't be moved. At the council offices, Mrs. Williams discovers that she must apply to become either an appointee or a deputy. There are no quick solutions. She leaves feeling even more frustrated. When she speaks to social services, she's told that without a deputyship order or lasting power of attorney, she'll have to wait for social services to assess her husband's needs. Social services will then decide where and how he is cared for. The process is time-consuming and expensive, and even if Mrs. Williams is appointed as her husband's deputy, she'll need to pay supervision and insurance fees each year. The whole situation is a nightmare. Had Mr. Williams signed a lasting power of attorney before his stroke, the situation would have been quite different. This document would have been an essential safety net for Mrs. Williams. She could have used the lasting power of attorney for financial affairs to access their joint bank accounts and her husband's personal accounts. With a lasting power of attorney for health decisions, Mrs. Williams would have been fully involved in discussions around her husband's long-term care. She would have the final say on any decisions, including where Mr. Williams should live. Once a person has lost their mental capacity, it's too late to set up a lasting power of attorney. We can't turn back the clock. 2 in every 3 people will lose their mental capacity. For many, this is the result of an illness, such as a stroke, Alzheimer's or dementia, although often capacity is lost following an accident. By planning ahead, you can save your family a lot of time, stress and money. A lasting power of attorney is a document that lets you appoint family or friends as attorneys. If, one day, you lose the ability to make decisions for yourself, your attorneys will be able to step in and help without the courts getting involved. Everybody should make a power of attorney while they can. It's a simple way to give both you and your family peace of mind.